Alright, hello everybody. Continuing our journey today. Since, not sure how I'll chop it into everything, but stopped off at a restaurant and it was so good and it was so worth it that I missed my bus. So I'll be sitting here for a little bit, waiting on the bus. So might as well look at this building. Built in 1904. Christ Evangelical Lutheran Church. Kind of reminds me, again, I'm going to go back to Philadelphia, probably because a lot of these buildings were built at the same time, but reminds me of a lot of the Catholic churches that, I guess Lutherans have churches like this too in Philadelphia, but I'm more familiar with, especially in the Roxborough-Manayunk area. It was a very Catholic area, it seemed. So, it's a lot of churches of this similar design. Like I said, 1904 is what it says it was built in. It's a very beautiful building. It's got like the buttresses and whatnot. As you can see, 1, 2, 3 layers. Part of the structural. Admiring your building. This reminds me of, like, you know, as I referenced the other day, it doesn't have the flying buttresses, but buttresses of some nature nonetheless. And the spires. And then, I don't know what this is here. Welcome Pines Dinner Theater, enter ahead, something or other. Christ Church School, I can't really see from here. But I don't know if that's another smaller church or temple, but it's a neat building. The bell tower up there. As we wait for pizza. As we wait for pizza, sorry. Across the street there is a place called Antonio's Pizza. And I've never been there, but that's why I said pizza. Can't be waiting for pizza. I just had a nice torta de chorizo. And what else? 1904. That's kind of cool. It's a neat building. Let's store that away. See the creatures up there, like gargoyles. We'll grab my drink. We got some time. We'll walk around a little bit. I don't know, I was only ever up in a thing like that one time in my life. It was the Roxborough Presbyterian Church I used to go to camp at, and when we weren't being watched maybe the best, we would venture off, or maybe after camp hours, and you know, explore the building. And there's my Gatorade, staying hydrated, handicap accessible, always nice. The reason I decided to come down is this entranceway looked a little more interesting to me than the front. Got the breathe in. Rue Annex. Sean's house. Neat building. This whole neighborhood just kind of has a little neat little charm to it. I don't know, this is like the, I don't know why they would have it. Buzzer, private property, trespassing, pet. And yeah, this is what we do while we wait for the bus to come. Look at neat buildings. Because it's no shortage of them down here. Yeah, it's this one across the street. And then up here, I don't know if you can really see it across the street, but take my word for it, on that pole is the gunshot detectors, as we call essentially the gunshot goes off in the area, the police will come, it'll register, and you know, kind of triangulate. There'll be one there, there might be one over there, and another one over there, and then when a gunshot goes off, the three sounds, it triangulates essentially where it was, and then when police come, they can easily ascertain as to where the gunshots came from. There we go. Right on time. Well, let's see what time it is here. 2. So I have like 20 more minutes for the bus to come. Here's the bus side right there. So we just wait. Observe. He's doing some show now in town on, I never know what day it is. I think the last videos I said it was December 12th and it was like the 11th or whatever. So what is today? Today is Wednesday, December 18th. Just throw that out there. Now there's the 107. That's the one I want to be on. But it's got to go pretty much where I just walked from over the last 20 minutes before I got here. That'll go down to basically 4th Street. You can see I'm up on 13th now. I walked up here from there. It'll go down to the ATC, the Allentown Terminal. I don't know what the stands for. We'll go down there. Kind of sits idle for about maybe 5 minutes, and actually no, I'm wrong. That one is actually going to continue on and go all the way to Bethlehem and then come back. I hope that's not the one I'm waiting for. I don't think it is. Because it is beginning to gently rain. And got some music pumping. So that's the exciting thing about staying at the bus stop. You never know what you're going to hear. But here comes the rain. Got to switch up the gear here a little bit. So we'll boom, drop gear and get on our rain stuff here. Just mind the camera a second. So it's not really rain gear, but this is as much rain gear as I have right now, so we'll go with it. Again, this is just part of waiting at the bus stop. And it's something, you know, don't get me wrong, I'm very grateful that the bus exists. And had I not decided to stop for lunch, I'd probably be home right now. So it is what it is. The lunch was totally worth it. And provided I don't get caught in a heavy rain, we should be all right. And that is it as we just wait. Run out some tape like it's 1984. Some battery, I guess, and just don't know. In a way, it's nice too. It just keeps people, I don't know, in a way they wonder. It's kind of the fun of this, I guess.
What are you doing?
Excuse me. No, and part of it too, like, I like looking at sites online, you know, good example when I see on Facebook, old Allentown beyond the facade. And just little things, like you see like the traffic coming down the road from like say 1997 and the type of cars that there were. And you know, it's like, oh, I remember when all the cars were boxy and this and that. So it's really just, you know, part of it's that. You know, like everyone likes to look at the old time pictures of when things were going on. But that's how you get them. If you come out and, you know, like the clothes that we're wearing today, you know, maybe somebody sees this video in 50 years, they're gonna be like, oh my God, I can't believe people used to not wear this, or they wore that, you know, and this is how you capture those times. You know, it's just public photography, public videoing, you know, it might look weird to people on the outside, I guess, maybe. I don't know. Why is that guy standing? What's he got to do? I don't know. Where are those people going? I can stand here all day. I feel bad for them. They got somewhere they got to do. Don't get me wrong. I'm, you know, trying to get home here, and home's only a few miles away. But you know, at the same time, this is what I chose to come out and do today with my time. It's just, you know, interact. I went to a couple government buildings. I went to Allentown City Hall. I went to the Lehigh County Government Center, which is basically county hall. Same thing. A little bit of a dust up, not dust up, but just at the county hall, the human services, just trying to figure out what their thing actually provided, their office, and took me like a half an hour for somebody to come and just answer a simple question. You know, they offer information, and this is what they're trained to do. I don't, you know, honestly, I don't blame somebody except for who does the training. Is you know, like I explained in that video, is just like for disabled people. You know, today is the day we have the energy to get out, and we come downtown, and we need to go to the government office. And part of why I make these is so people can see what that experience is like, and just so they know it can be. I explained to those people, it can be scary in a way. It's almost like the Shawshank Redemption. You know, when the guy talks about being in the prison walls, at first, you know, they're there to keep you out, then they're to keep you in. And in a way, like when you become disabled in your home all the time, it feels like that. Like at first, not going out into the world, it is a weird feeling. And then like when you've been not going out to the world, like for my situation, I don't drive, I don't work any longer due to my disability. And you know, you get at home and like you get used to it, and in a way that's why I push myself to come out here and do these things and come out of my comfort zone a little bit, is just to not be complacent. You know, like I did something before becoming disabled, and I was a chef prior to this, and now it's that time of my life is over, and I can sit there and dwell on it, or I could come out here and just do other things with my life. And you know, that's what I've chose to do. I got to meet a lot of nice people today. Got to meet some people that were, you know, that's the thing too. You have to understand is the way this is all set up is everyone's just trying to do their job. Everyone's ultimate goal is, maybe not everyone, but the vast majority of people that you're going to encounter, especially like working in the government offices and just places, you know, like they're there to make sure they don't get in trouble. You know, like the boss said, I gotta make sure if something looks weird, so I get it. Like, but then like once it's explained logically, that should be enough. You know, but it's just like I said, that happened today in one case. There was a guy who told me I couldn't film in, I think it was City Hall, and then the other guy wisely told him that I could. And I think I had somebody that didn't want to be on camera, which is fine, but then don't get a job in City Hall. You know, you're on cameras, like 34 cameras in there, so why not one more? But anyway, there's Atlanta van. That'd be, you know, I could take that. Technically, I think I have all the problems. You know, I just sort of thing where like, you have to sign up for it. And like honestly, I'm down for going on the bus, having that whole experience, which really, if and when the time comes that I do need that specified service, because this is going to be the hard part about the bus, for myself, other people in general, older people, but just disabled people, it's like, is the bus doesn't drop you off at your house, and you know, you always have to account for that energy of, you know, for me it's not terribly far, a couple blocks, but still, it's just, you have to account for it, and it's just, like I said, extra energy you have to spend when you're done, and you know, that's just the difference between, I think, the bus and that little Lanta van thing, is the Lanta van will take you all the way to your door and pick you up at your door and take you to your destination, and like I said, it's a great service to have available to you. I don't think people necessarily in rural areas have that, so and if they do, great. I just don't know. I remember I grew up kind of in a rural area and I never saw anything like that, but at the same time, you don't really, at least when you're young, you don't really notice stuff like that or pay too much attention to it anyway, so whatever. And I don't know what time it is. Here's my phone. Oh, yeah. So it's 11 after. Still got 10 minutes for this bus to at least be downtown further, about 8 blocks or so. So that's pretty much the experience of waiting for the bus. For those of you that don't remember, maybe you did it in school, maybe I don't know, maybe where you live has buses and stuff like that, and you're able to have this wonderful experience yourself. But for those of you that aren't, this is kind of the gist of it. You know, just chilling out. It's raining, but I'd honestly rather this little bit of rain that we're having right now than the other day when it was cold and windy, especially at this point of the day. I've been down here a couple hours already, I'm tired, and man, I just want to get on with the completion of my journey for the day. Get home and edit, do some things, get some videos out to you. So I want to cut this off. You know, we got 20 minutes for the bus, so I'm just going to sit here patiently, and unless something happens, that'll be it. See you.